guys, so for this part of the lesson, we're going to be warping our loom, okay? And this cardboard is our loom today, okay? So what you're going to need is you're going to need probably a pen, some tape, warp thread, which I have for you, and your pair of scissors, okay? And your loom. So you're going to take your cardboard loom, you're going to flip it over. I'm going to put my name down here at the bottom, okay? And I need you all to do the same. Put your name down here at the bottom, all right? Just like that. Okay, oops, my name changed, forgot. So then what you're going to do is you can either make a Christmas sweater or a Christmas vest. A vest is going to be a little bit easier, so I'm going to work on a Christmas vest, okay? So I'm still going to have the back on my, like, facing the sky, okay? And then you're going to need a piece of warp thread, and the warp thread is thread that's usually not a pretty color or the best color, it doesn't really matter, and it's usually a little bit stronger yarn, okay? So you're going to take this warp thread, and actually you could start up here at the turtleneck if you want to, and start kind of close to the edge of the turtleneck, okay? And then you're going to take a piece of tape, and you're going to tape this thread, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to wrap this piece of cardboard with this thread. But the thread cannot overlap anywhere, so it can't intersect at all. So your lines need to stay parallel. Has Miss McKee taught you all that word before? Parallel. So, see here? My lines didn't intersect, okay? Even on the back. They cannot intersect, okay? I know this is kind of hard, but you guys can do it. So you're just going to keep wrapping your loom around and around. And you might need to use a partner for this, because when we get to the last part, you're going to need to tape your warp thread. And you want to keep these warps as kind of tight. And see how mine are kind of getting uneven? So what I can do is I can keep them tight, and I can try to, I've got to loosen it a little bit to move them. I can scoot them over a little bit, but when you scoot the top over, you also have to scoot the bottom over too. That one went too far. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So then when you get to the end of your turtleneck up there, what you need to do is you need to tape the entire back. So I'm going to take a big piece of tape, and I'm going to tape the entire back. And when I do this, I need to go in between each warp thread, okay, to make sure that those threads are secure, okay? And then I'm going to take this right here, this warp thread, I'm going to cut it off as close to the tape as I can. Whoops, see? Just like that. Now guys, you need to cover the rest of the whole back of your loom, except for your name, with tape, okay? And this is so our warp threads stay in place. And usually you take your tapestry off of your loom, but we're going to keep ours on our loom. And a tapestry is this weaving that we're doing today. That's what the artistic word is for it. But we're going to keep ours on our loom because we are going to turn this into a really cool Christmas vest. Right, guys? So make sure your tape can't be seen on the front, okay? So I'm gonna like cut those little edges off on the front. All right. Add just a little bit more there. So see, the entire back is covered in tape to make sure these warp threads are secure. And you can't see any of my tape on the back, right? Okay, so now since I'm doing a vest, I think I'm going to cut these arms off. And you know how like people wear like a long sleeve shirt under a vest? So hopefully if we get done in time, what we're going to do is we're going to turn these, we're going to put like an animal head on these so it looks like an animal is wearing a funny vest. Hopefully. So, you know how when people wear a vest, they have like a shirt on under it? I'm just going to make my animal have a long sleeve shirt on and glue some sleeves to it. Okay? And if you end up cutting some of your tape on the back, that's totally okay. Just make sure you don't cut your warp thread. Right? Got some tape on the back there. There we go. So now I have my little vest here. Cut a little bit more. And then later when I'm done with my weaving, I'll go back and I'll add some paper arms to it. Okay? So, and it's going to be really cool. I'm going to show you an example. So here's a drawing of an animal with a Christmas sweater. So see, we can just put a head on it and then add arms to our little vest. It's going to be super cute. But this is how you warp your loom. Okay? Awesome, guys.